Welcome to Unshakable Belief, the podcast for anyone ready to break free from burnout, reclaim their health, and rise into the life they were meant to live. I'm Monica Connolly, your host. I am an international best-selling author, a trauma-informed coach, and a speaker. I know what it feels like to carry the weight of the world while slowly losing yourself in the process because I've been there. Through chronic illness, identity loss, and survival mode, I had to rebuild from the inside out. This show is where real transformation begins through raw conversations, expert insights, and mindset shifting solo episodes. You'll get the tools, stories, and support to reset your body, rewire your thoughts, and step boldly into your next chapter. You are not here by accident, and your story is far from over. Let's begin. Welcome back to Unshakable Belief. Today, we're going to breathe, not just the kind of breath that keeps you alive, but the kind of breath that brings you back to life. I want you to settle in wherever you are, whether you're driving, walking, or lying down, and know that this time is for you. You are safe. You are seen and you are supported. This episode is called Healing Through Breath because breath work isn't just about oxygen. It's about reconnection to your body, to your nervous system, to your higher power, however you define that. And to that part of you that's been whispering, I'm ready to heal. Let's start here with something we all do 20,000 times a day, mostly without realizing it. We breathe. Your breath is your body's built in reset button. It's the only system in the body that's both automatic and controllable. When you consciously slow your breath, you're directly influencing your nervous system, shifting from a fight or flight stress response, the sympathetic state, into rest, repair, and healing, the parasympathetic state. At the center of that shift is the vagus nerve. It's a long, wandering nerve that connects your brain to your heart, your lungs, and your gut. When we engage in intentional breathing, we're actually stimulating the vagus nerve, which tells the body, "Hmm, you are safe." And that one message can change everything. Your heart rate slows, your muscles unclench, your digestion improves, your thoughts soften. And this is the doorway to rewiring your body and your brain. Now, spiritually, I believe breath is divine communication. In the book of Genesis, it says, God breathed life into man. Now, the word spirit in many languages literally means breath. So when we breathe intentionally, we're not just calming the body, we're connecting back to spirit, to source, to the breath of life itself. Let's do this together. If you're able to, place one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold for a count of 7. Exhale gently through your mouth for a count of 8. Try repeating that 3 times. Notice how your body starts to settle. Your shoulders soften, your jaw relaxes, and your breath deepens. It's your body whispering, thank you. You're not forcing calm. You're creating safety from the inside out. When you've lived through trauma, whether that's emotional pain, loss, stress, long-term caregiving, your breath changes. You start breathing from your chest instead of your diaphragm. Your body stays tense even when nothing's wrong. You live braced, as if you're waiting for the next hit. But healing through breath reminds your body that it doesn't have to live on high alert anymore. When I was healing from trauma, after loss, chronic illness, and years of pushing through pain, I had to relearn how to breathe. It felt foreign at first, really uncomfortable, because when you slow down your breath, you start to feel again. But that's where healing begins, in feeling. Now, breath work has become one of my anchors, a bridge between my faith and my physiology. It's a daily reminder that I'm safe, I'm guided, I'm guided, and I'm home in this body again. Another beautiful, simple practice is called box breathing. Visualize a square, four equal sides. Inhale for four, hold for four, exhale for four, hold again for four. You can even trace a square in the air as you breathe, up, across, down, across. It's a technique that's used by Navy SEALs and by therapists because it balances your nervous system and helps you regulate emotions quickly. Let's try it together. Breathe in for four, hold for four, release for four, hold for four. That stillness you feel, it's not emptiness. It's your body remembering peace. Now, every time you breathe intentionally, you're teaching your brain new patterns. You're saying safety doesn't come from control, it comes from connection. Your prefrontal cortex is the part of your brain responsible for decision making and emotional regulation. It lights up during slow, intentional breathing. It's like retraining your brain to choose peace over panic. And the more you practice, the faster that shift can happen. It's neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire through repetition. But here's the truth, it's not just about the science. When I think about rewiring, I think about redemption and how your body, your mind, and your spirit were designed to heal, how grace meets you in every inhale. Now, one of my favorite breath techniques is called heart coherence breathing. It's taught by the HeartMath Institute and it's supported by research on emotional regulation. Here's how it works. You breathe in and out through your heart space, slow, rhythmic, like waves. Inhale for 5, exhale for 5. As you breathe, focus on feelings of gratitude or love. Maybe it's someone you care about. Maybe it's your pet, your child, your higher power, or the feeling of hope. When you combine your breath with gratitude, your entire physiology shifts. Your heart rhythm smooths out, your brain waves synchronize, you move from chaos to coherence. I want to talk about integration. How do you make this more than a moment and turn it into part of your lifestyle? Start with what I call micro moments of breath. Before you reach for your phone in the morning, breathe. Before you eat, breathe. Before you reply in frustration, breathe. Before you go to bed, breathe. These pauses are tiny acts of rebellion against the world's chaos. They're how you stay rooted in peace, even when life gets really loud. And if you're healing from chronic stress, grief, or burnout, your breath can be daily medicine because you can't always control what happens around you, but you can always return to what's happening within you. One last breath together. It's a practice I call the sigh of release. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale audibly with a sigh through your mouth. Let it sound however it needs to. Again, inhale deeply, exhale, and let it go. You're releasing tension, but also stories, expectations, and pressure that were never yours to carry. If you take nothing else from today, take this. Your breath is proof that healing lives within you. Every inhale is an invitation to receive, and every exhale is permission to release. You can heal not by forcing change, but by breathing your way back home. So as you go through your week, remember you were made for more than survival. You were made to live, to feel, to rise, one conscious breath at a time. If this episode spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to exhale today. Let's keep spreading peace, one breath at a time. Until next time, keep breathing, keep believing, and remember your healing is holy. Thank you for spending this time with me today. My hope is that something you heard sparks the courage to take one small step toward the life you were created for. If you're looking for deeper support on your journey, you'll find free resources, coaching opportunities, and ways to connect with me at my website, monicaconnollycoaching.com. And remember this, you are not too far gone, it's not too late, and you are never alone. Keep rising, keep healing, and keep believing because you, my friend, were made for so much more.